It's 10 a.m. You're watching Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Let's start straight away with the top stories at this time of the day. Low voter turnout recorded as voting concludes for Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry. Exit polls give Assam to the BJP, Bengal to TMC and Kerala to the left. Major political parties in favour of deferring NEET as only entrance examination for medical admissions by a year. Centre begins consultations with states over the matter. Suspended JDU MLC Manorama Devi surrenders in Gaya court in another development. Bihar government recommends CBI probe into the killing of journalist in Siwan. United States and other world powers ready to arm Libya's UN-backed unity government to help fight the Islamic State terror group. US Secretary of State says Libya will get the backing for exemption from UN arms embargo. And wrestler Sushil Kumar moves Delhi High Court over omission from the Rio Games, files plea seeking direction to Wrestling Federation to conduct selection trial. Centre distances itself from the controversy. Well, starting with some election news, polling in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry finally came to an end last evening. The voter turnout, however, was recorded much lower than that in the 2011 Assembly elections. Heavy rains are believed to have held back the voters from reaching the polling stations. Now, counting of votes will take place on the 19th of May, that's on Thursday. Thousands of people exercised their right to vote in the two southern states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Union Territory Puducherry on Monday. The single-phase voting brought down the curtains on the staggered 5-state elections, being described as the biggest popularity test since the Lok Sabha elections. In Tamil Nadu, the voter turnout was recorded at 69.19% of the 5.82 crore voters, much lower than the 78.12% in the 2011 Assembly polls.
The polling percentage on 5 p.m. it is 69.19%. For the last General Assembly elections, it was 78.12%.
Even in Kerala, the turnout remained lower than in 2011. The reason being attributed is the continuous downpour in both states for most part of the day on the polling day.
This year's percentage tentative figure as of now, which was received as of 6 p.m. was 71%.
Puducherry registered the maximum votes with nearly 82% of the electorate having cast their ballot. The final figures, however, are likely to be revised. The polling process in both Kerala and Tamil Nadu as well as Puducherry was largely peaceful, barring some stray incidents of violence in parts of Kerala where workers of different parties clashed with each other. In Tamil Nadu, both major contenders, AIA-DMK chief J. Jayalalitha and DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi, came out early to cast their vote. Both exuded confidence of scripting a major win in the state.
இன்னும் 2 நாட்கள் பொறுத்தால் அனைவருக்கும் மக்களுடைய தீர்ப்பு என்ன என்பது தெரியும்.
Southern superstar Rajnikant was also seen exercising his franchise early in the day. In Kerala, Chief Minister hopefuls V.S. Achyutanandan and Pinarayi Vijayan, who contested from Malapura and Dharamadam, also cast their vote in the forenoon itself. Chief Minister Uman Chandi, for whom it was the 11th consecutive straight contest from Puthupalli, marched into the polling booth, confident of making a comeback.
We will change the general trend. Last 5 years, the people voted for UDF in all the elections. 3 by-elections to the State Assembly and general election to the Parliament. So this time also they will definitely vote for UDF.
Both Kerala and Tamil Nadu are witnessing a multi-cornered contest this time around. In Tamil Nadu, the emergence of a strong third front has made it a tough battle for the Dravidian parties, while in Kerala, the BJP is seen to be making inroads for the first time. Puducherry too is witnessing a tough contest with several parties like the AINRC, the DMK, Congress, AIADMK, BJP and PMK making it a multi-cornered fight. With the polling procedure now complete in all 5 states, the counting of votes will take place on the 19th of May. Counting of votes for 2 constituencies in Tamil Nadu, where the polls have been deferred till the 23rd of May, will now be held on the 25th of May. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And let's now take a look at what the exit polls are saying. No less than 3 exit polls predicted an outright win for the BJP-led alliance in Assam. All 3 gave the BJP alliance 79 to 93 seats in the 126-member assembly. The India Today Axis exit poll gave 79 to 93 seats to the BJP combined, 26 to 33 to the Congress and 6 to 10 to the All India United Democratic Front. NewsX Chanakya poll gave 90 seats to the BJP combined, 27 to the Congress and 9 to the AIUDF. Now, and according to the Times Now See Voter exit poll, the BJP and allies are getting 57 seats, the Congress 41, AIUDF 18 and others 10. And as per the ABP Nielsen predictions, 81 seats to the BJP coalition, 33 to the Congress and 10 to the AIUDF. For Kerala, here are the exit poll figures of India Today Axis and Times Now, which gave a clear mandate to the LDF, predicting as many as 70 seats in the 140-member assembly. For the UDF, the India Today Axis gave between 88 to 101 seats, while Times Now See Voter had 74 to 82 seats. And according to the India Today Axis poll, the NDA may open its account, winning around 3 seats, while Times Now See Voter gave NDA 0 to 4 seats. The other state of Tamil Nadu, 2 exit polls predicted defeat for the ruling AIADMK. The India Today Axis poll sees the DMK Congress combined coming to power with 106 to 120 seats in the 234-member assembly. The AIADMK is projected to get 89 to 101 seats and the BJP 0 to 3 seats. NewsX Chanakya predicts 140 seats for the DMK, while the AIADMK could win close to 90 seats. And there, striking a different note, See Voter said history is in the making, with AIADMK winning close to 139 seats and J. Jayalalitha set to come back as Chief Minister for a record 2nd time in a row, the first time since 1989. On the eastern side in West Bengal, the exit polls have predicted a clean sweep for the TMC. The India Today exit poll results gave the party 233 to 253 seats. The Left Front and Congress alliance were left with 38 to 51 seats, while the BJP could manage only 1 to 5 seats. According to NewsX Chanakya exit poll, 210 seats for the TMC, 70 for the Left Front plus Congress combined, and interestingly, 14 seats for the BJP. Other parties here are expected to get 2 seats. The Times Now See Voter exit poll suggests 167 for the TMC, 127 for the Left Front and Congress alliance, and the BJP 4 seats. Others are likely to win 3 seats here. And according to the ABP News exit poll results, the TMC gets 163 seats, the Left Front plus the Congress alliance 126, and BJP to get only 1 seat. Others here will get 4 seats. And finally, in Puducherry, the exit polls find the Congress and its allies in a good position to form the government. In the 30-seat assembly, India Today Axis poll sees a clear majority for the Congress and its partners with 18 seats. The ruling AINRC is expected to slip to 10 seats. The AIADMK is managing just about 2 seats. According to Times Now See Voter, 14 seats for the Congress and allies, the AINRC getting 9 seats, the AIADMK getting 5 seats, and 2 seats going to others. And a positive voter turnout was witnessed during the by-polls held yesterday for 1 Lok Sabha constituency and 6 assembly seats. About 90% voter turnout was recorded for by-elections to Pailar Assembly constituency in Khammam district of Telangana, where the ruling TRS, Congress and CPIM are locked in a triangular contest. An average of over 49% votes were cast in by-elections to Jangipur and Billari assembly seats in Uttar Pradesh, with no reports there of any untoward incident. While 52.8% polling was witnessed in Billari, 46% votes were cast in Jangipur. Both seats were held by the ruling Samajwadi Party. By-elections for the Panki and Godda assembly constituencies in Jharkhand also ended peacefully, with voting percentage being registered up to 64%, while around 65% polling was recorded in Godda. Whereas nearly 44% voter turnout was registered for the by-election in Talala assembly constituency in Gir Somnath district of Saurashtra in Gujarat. And braving inclement weather conditions, people turned up in large numbers to cast their votes in the by-election to the Tura Lok Sabha seat in Meghalaya. Approximately 66% polling was recorded there. The Tura Lok Sabha seat fell vacant after 9-time MP and former Lok Sabha Speaker P.S. Sangma passed away earlier this year. The contest for the Tura seat is between P.S. Sangma's youngest son, Conrad K. Sangma, and Congress candidate and Chief Minister Mukul Sangma's wife, D.D. Shira. And according to the schedule announced by the Election Commission, counting of votes for the by-elections will also take place on the 19th of May. Shifting focus to some other news now. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley today called an all-party meeting to discuss issues related to the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, or the NEET. All political parties are in favour of deferring the implementation of the Supreme Court ordered NEET as the sole medical and dental entrance test by at least 1 year. While referring to protests by many states over the Supreme Court's decision over NEET, Jaitley asserted that what should be the manner of holding the examination across the country is essentially an executive matter as it is in the policy domain. Earlier in the day, Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda held talks with health ministers of various states to formulate a strategy on the common medical entrance test. Nadda said the central government needs to hold more consultations with state governments on conducting the NEET every year. He also discussed the problems the state governments are facing over the common medical entrance test. Nadda said the state health ministers informed him that woes of the students appearing in the state medical entrance examinations needed to be solved before making NEET a reality across the country.
सारी बातों को ध्यान में लेते हुए, समावेश करते हुए सबका स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स का मानना था कि इसमें समय की आवश्यकता है। इन प्रिंसिपल हम नीट को मानते हैं, लेकिन हमारे को उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में प्रैक्टिकल दिक्कतें हैं, इसलिए समय की आवश्यकता है। इस तरह की बातचीत कही गई है। स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय, केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय ने उनकी सभी बातें सुनी हैं और उनकी बात को सुनते हुए आगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने हम इस विषय को रखेंगे।
काफ़ी सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि हम इसका स्वागत करते हैं नीट का, बट एग्ज़ाम नहीं होना चाहिए। समस्या मेरी बाहर है। अगर स्वागत करते हैं तो फिर एग्ज़ाम तो होना चाहिए। एग्ज़ाम ना होने का क्या मतलब है? वो दोनों बातें एक साथ कर रहे हैं कि जी हम स्वागत करते हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऑर्डर का, परंतु एग्ज़ाम नहीं होना चाहिए। तो मेरी समस्या बाहर है और दिल्ली सरकार का ये अपना निश्चय है कि नीट एग्ज़ाम बिल्कुल ठीक है।
हम तो पहले ही सारी सीटें AIPMT से भरते आ रहे हैं, हमें इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है और नीट को भी हमने वेलकम किया है। प्रॉब्लम खाली उसकी टाइमिंग को लेके है कि एकदम ये 2 महीने में कह रहे हैं कि अब नीट से टेस्ट होगा, तो बच्चों को थोड़ा सा तैयार करने में उनके मन में थोड़ा सा कन्फ्यूज़न पैदा हो जाता है कि पहले AIPMT था, अब नीट है, उसका क्या सिलेबस होगा, क्या उसका पैटर्न होगा, उसको लेके बात है। वो हमने यहाँ पर बात रखी है और भी मुद्दे हैं।
महाराष्ट्र के स्टूडेंट्स, उनके पालक, सभी पार्टी के नेता ये चाहते हैं कि इस साल महाराष्ट्र की जो मेडिकल सीटें हैं वो MSCET से भरी जाए। प्राइवेट का आप जो नीट के द्वारा करना करो, करप्शन तो रुकना चाहिए, इसके पक्ष में हमें। और हमने आज ये अनुरोध केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री से किया है कि इस साल हमको हमारे स्टेट सीट दीजिए और मुझे आशा है कि स्वास्थ्य मंत्री इस पर काफ़ी पॉजिटिव है और इस पॉजिटिव तरीके से आगे चलकर वो कदम उठाएंगे तो हमारे बच्चों का भविष्य बचेगा।
And President Pranab Mukherjee has emphasized on oneness and the need to celebrate plurality and accept differences. Addressing a function in New Delhi, the president quoted messages of Rabindranath Tagore and said that accommodation of dissent was a way of life which India recognized in ancient times. Mukherjee said that Tagore travelled across the world and discovered eternal truth in humanity and tried to understand and realize the presence of unity in diversity. He also said that identification of the basis of unity in the entire humanity, irrespective of race and religion, among others, has been one of the cardinal philosophies of Tagore's work that include verse, proses, as well as paintings.
Celebration of plurality, acceptance of the differences, accommodation of dissent was the way of life which India recognized from its ancient times. Even the differences were never ignored. They were recognized. They were accommodated.
And we slip into a short break here on Breakfast News. Lots more coming up on the other side. Do stay with us.
When we cannot do good in rural areas or in agriculture, we say it's a state subject. Tell me who brought the green revolution in this country? Who brought the white revolution in this country? It's a proactive role of the center. You can get har khet ko pani with 2,000 crores in this country. What are we talking?
Watch State of the Economy with agricultural economist Ashok Gulati on Rajya Sabha Television.
Thanks for staying with us on Breakfast News. News now coming in from Bihar, where the absconding JDU MLC Manorama Devi has finally surrendered in a court in Gaya. She has been sent to 14 days judicial remand. She is the mother of Rocky Yadav, who allegedly shot dead a teenager in a road raid incident in Gaya. She had been absconding since raids at her house, and liquor was also seized. After sustained pressure from the public, the JDU had suspended Manorama Devi for 6 years from the party. And staying with news from Bihar, State Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has said he will ask for a CBI probe into the murder case of journalist Rajdev Ranjan if his family so demands. Condemning the incident, Nitish Kumar said no one will be spared in the case. He also rejected the opposition's claim on the worsening law and order situation in Bihar.
कानून व्यवस्था के मामले में, कानून के राज के मामले में मुझे किसी सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं है। कुछ भी जो कोई प्रतिक्रिया देगा, कोई मेरे ऊपर टिप्पणी करेगा, मेरे सरकार के ऊपर टिप्पणी करेगा, जो कुछ भी करेगा वह करने के लिए स्वतंत्र है। लेकिन हम बगैर इन चीजों से प्रभावित हुए गंभीरता पूर्वक और निष्पक्षता पूर्वक और बगैर किसी भेदभाव के, बगैर किसी दबाव के, बगैर किसी इलविल के हम अपना काम करते रहेंगे।
Tough words from Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar after the huge public outcry over the death of journalist Rajdev Ranjan. The Siwan bureau chief of a Hindi daily was shot dead in a busy marketplace on Friday. Handing over the investigation to CBI, Nitish Kumar said that the attack on the journalist was like an attack on the government itself.
कहा जा रहा है कि इसकी जांच सीबीआई से कराई जानी चाहिए, तो मैंने तत्काल डीजीपी को कहा कि आप पीड़ित के परिवार से संपर्क कीजिए, वरीय अधिकारी को भेजिए और पुलिस के द्वारा जो भी कार्रवाई की गई है उसके बारे में उनको जानकारी दीजिए और उनसे पूछ लीजिए कि जो जांच कार्य चल रहा है उस पर उनको भरोसा है या नहीं। अगर उनको भरोसा नहीं है और वे चाहेंगे कि सीबीआई की इंक्वायरी हो तो हम लोग इस मामले को सीबीआई को सौंप देंगे।
The BJP meanwhile continued to hit out at the Bihar government. Party workers staged protests across the state even as they demanded justice.
नीतीश कुमार जी अपने बारे में जाने जाते हैं कि वो अपने स्वार्थों के लिए ही राजनीति में हैं और उनकी जो महत्वाकांक्षा थी और उसी के चलते पहले वो जंगल राज कहते थे लालू के राज को और अब अपने निजी स्वार्थों के कारण उन्होंने वहाँ हाथ मिलाया और परिणाम आज हैं कि पूरा बिहार जल रहा है और नीतीश कुमार जी एक्ट करने की बजाय और एक्टिंग करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Rajdev Ranjan's family alleged that the journalist was murdered by incarcerated RJD leader Shahabuddin's men. The police arrested two suspects, Upendra Kumar Singh and Shehzad Alam, both known to be Shahabuddin's associates. They were remanded to 14-day judicial custody on Sunday. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
To some other news, petrol price has been hiked by 83 paise a litre and diesel rate by 1 rupee 26 paise per litre. This is the second increase in rates this month. Petrol in Delhi will now cost 63 rupees 2 paise per litre, while 1 litre of diesel will cost 51 rupees 67 paise. Fuel prices were last revised on the 1st of May. State-owned fuel retailers, the IOC, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited revised the rates on the 1st and 16th of every month based on the average oil price and foreign exchange rate in the preceding fortnight. And on the weather front, temperatures continue to soar in northern India while rain brings the much-needed relief in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The northern parts of the country continue to reel under the scorching sun on Monday, with Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana recording maximum temperatures close to 45 degrees Celsius and above. Bikaner in Rajasthan was the hottest place, recording a high of 46.6 degrees Celsius. In Punjab and Haryana, Hisar once again sizzled at 45 degrees Celsius, while the maximum temperature in the national capital rose to 43.4 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, as many as 300 heat-related deaths have been reported in Telangana since the start of the summer season this year. The IMD said the heat wave is expected to spread over to more parts of northern and central India in the next 5 days, but the conditions are likely to gradually subside towards the end of the May. And in a much-needed relief from the searing heat, rain brought the mercury down in Tamil Nadu, including Tanjavur, Tiruvarur and Madurai. Kerala too witnessed slight drizzle in few areas.
इतनी दिक्कत हो रही कि सर पे कपड़ा डाल के निकलना पड़ा।
प्रॉब्लम हो रहा, बाहर चेहरा जल रहा।
बहुत चेहरा धूप में निकला नहीं जा रहा, तमतमा रहा।
गर्मी की स्थिति बहुत खराब है इस समय। घर में रहने पे इतना उमस हो रहा है कि और बाहर निकलने का मन नहीं कर रहा। इतनी तपन हो रही है, जलन हो रही है, धूप इतना तेज हो रहा है, पता नहीं चल पा रहा है कि घर रहें कि बाहर निकलें।
And on to some international news now. The US and other world powers have said they are ready to arm Libya's UN-backed unity government to help it fight the self-styled Islamic State terror group. Speaking in Vienna, US Secretary of State John Kerry said world powers would back Libya in seeking exemption from a UN arms embargo. More details in this report. World powers are ready to consider demands from Libya's new unity government for exemptions from a UN arms embargo and equip its military to fight against the Islamic State and other militant groups. The joint decision announced by US Secretary of State John Kerry on Monday followed a meeting in Vienna which was attended by diplomats from more than 20 countries.
The international community will support the Presidency Council as it seeks exemption from the UN arms embargo to acquire those weapons and bullets needed to fight Daesh and other terrorist groups.
The United States, 4 other permanent UN Security Council members and more than 15 other countries participating in talks on Libya said they are ready to respond to the Libyan government's requests for training and equipping government forces.
Stabilization is the key. With stabilization, we can fight terrorism, we can assure development to a country with rich potentialities, but with a strong humanitarian crisis now. We can tackle the migration issue. We can develop the resources of Libya.
Libyan Prime Minister Fayez Sarraj, whose United Nations-backed government is still being challenged by a rival government in the east, has been pushing for Western powers to ease an arms embargo.
طلبنا برفع الحظر على التسليح لدعم المؤسسة العسكرية والقيادة المشتركة لمكافحة داعش. طلبنا بدعم وتجهيز الحرس الرئاسي الذي شكلناه منذ أيام. الحرس الرئاسي هذا دوره واضح وفاعل سيكون في حماية الحكومة والمرافق الحيوية وهو ليس بديل عن الجيش والشرطة. اتفقنا على دعم خفر السواحل من أجل الحد من ظاهرة الهجرة غير الشرعية.
The North African country has been in chaos since NATO-backed forces overthrew longtime ruler Colonel Muammar Gaddafi in October 2011. The Islamic State now controls the Mediterranean port of Sirte and in recent weeks has gained territory in government-held areas. The militant group has launched a series of suicide bombings and attacks on oil facilities across the country. The challenges are now daunting for the new government. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And moving to the United States, businessman Donald Trump is the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, but there is still no certain winner in the race between former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side, when the states of Oregon and Kentucky go for primary elections today. Clinton and Sanders are competing in Kentucky and Oregon, while Republican presumptive presidential nominee Donald Trump will try to add to his delegate count in Oregon. There are 28 Republican delegates at stake in Oregon. Trump needs 1,237 delegates to secure the party nomination. He now has 1,134 delegates, with 436 still available in the party's 7 remaining state contests. Clinton won among voters who identified as Democrats. No matter who will win the Democratic primary elections in Oregon and Kentucky on Tuesday, the overall state of the race is unlikely to change in any significant way, with Bernie Sanders needing to win at least 66% of the vote in both states to take enough delegates for his campaign to make a dent in the lead held by Hillary Clinton. And some more international updates in this quick world wrap. The European Union is facing further criticism over its handling of the migrant crisis. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees, Filippo Grandi, is reported to have said that just turning people away won't work. The response has also been slammed by a UN human rights envoy who has been visiting camps and other facilities in Greece. Tens of thousands of protesters have marched through Kabul yesterday to pressurize the government against a route change to a major power line. Demonstrators are demanding the power line pass through provinces with large Hazara populations, an option the government says would cost millions and delay the project by years. In what could be the biggest seizure of drugs in world history, Colombian police confiscated 8.8 tons of cocaine along the border with Panama on Monday. With an estimated value of $240 million, the haul was discovered in an underground hideaway on a banana plantation in the municipality of Turbo. It is one of the largest hauls to be seized in the country in recent years. South Korean author Han Kang won the Man Booker International Prize yesterday, sharing the £50,000 British award with her translator, who had only taught herself Korean 3 years before. Han Kang, an author and creative writing teacher who's already successful in South Korea, is likely to enjoy a spike in international sales following the win for the vegetarian. And finally, news now from some sporting action. Two-time Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar has moved the Delhi High Court with a plea to direct the Wrestling Federation of India to conduct a selection trial to decide who will represent India in the men's 74 kg freestyle category at the Rio Games. The High Court is likely to hear the matter today. After his name did not figure in India's Rio preparatory camp, Sushil Kumar suffered yet another setback as Sports Minister Sarbanand Sonowal ruled out intervention in the selection battle for the Rio Olympics, saying that the matter is now for the Wrestling Federation to decide. And with the Federation reluctant to conduct trials in the 74 kg category to decide who between Sushil Kumar and Narsingh Yadav would eventually represent India at the Rio Olympics, the former world champion had also taken the matter to the doorsteps of the Prime Minister's office. He, though, is yet to get a response from there. Kumar had also appealed to the Sports Ministry, the Indian Olympic Association, the Wrestling Federation of India, and also his fans. Even the Wrestling Federation had sought the Sports Ministry's intervention to resolve the raging furor, but Sonowal has made it clear that the government has nothing to do with it, and the Federation, which is an autonomous body, is the final authority.
I have already said that this is decided by the Wrestling Federation of India. It is they who are to take the call.
फेडरेशन की ये साजिश है, फेडरेशन वालों ने ही खेल मंत्रालय को गुमराह किया है जाकर सारी साजिश जो है खेल इसकी है अध्यक्ष की बृजभूषण की.
And that's all we have for you at the moment. Thanks for watching.